Three Dudes in Wrestling Podcast.
Hey.
What up, y'all?
Hey.
What's up, everybody?
Another week.
What up?
Let's get it.
This is episode 14.
Well, 7 and 7. That's what I should have mixed up for this one.
But yeah, we're going strong, man. Love it. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, future people.
Yeah, we'll we're talking to people not just on Wednesdays. Hopefully, people are coming and checking it out later.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But
that guy's right.
That guy's totally right, man. Whoever that guy is.
We wanted to start this one off because we did last week lose Antonio Enoki, pioneer in wrestling, MMA, politics. I didn't really know too much about the guy. Like I knew of him, but I didn't, know his history. But
It was basically him and Baba were like the big two from 60s, 70s onward.
Yeah,
I'd say well into the 80s and probably early
Matt,
90s even.
Well, Baba, I forgot he passed away in the late 90s, and his death actually led to Pro Wrestling Noah because Misawa took half the roster, but Enoki, he just kind of got outed from his own promotion and tried his own thing. It didn't really work too well.
Yeah, but mad respect to this man. He really did set the bar for professional wrestling. From what I've learned about him recently. So if you guys want to, because I'm pretty sure some of you may know more about his history and his matches. If you guys want to touch on that real quick before we move on to current events.
I would go in to all the stuff that happened from that Dark Side of the Ring episode from their trip to North Korea.
Damn.
It's dangerous in North Carolina.
It's dangerous.
It is.
It ain't quite the same.
It is.
All of his promoting the stuff that he did with Muhammad Ali. There's obviously a bunch of stuff that happened on that trip to North Korea too. You could just watch the Dark Side of the Ring. Probably they'll give you a much better synopsis than I'm going to, but there's some stories out there for sure. I know Ferris has got some on that Vader.
Yeah, the Vader match. The one where he basically drops Enoki on his head and somehow is able to continue the match, even though he basically looks like he's damn near dead for at least a minute or two after. But yeah, as far as he goes, you can't. The guy basically, the match itself was horrible, but the build up to the match between him and Ali, definitely historic. He's pretty much the pioneer as far as introducing MMA in the pro wrestling.
Oh yeah.
His booking in the early 2000s with New Japan kind of sucked with it, but that's how you got IWGP champion Bob Sapp, among others. But his heart was in the right place.
Yeah, there's another match that's out there where somebody came in. I don't want to say it was like an open challenge, but this is like a big ass white dude, and he came in and tried to strong style with Enoki and wasn't selling anything for the first 2 minutes of the match, and then almost
Great Antonio.
Is that what that was? Yeah. And then Enoki,
the yellow pants or whatever, the big burly looking dude.
And then Enoki was like, "Okay, so we're not going to do this we're going to do this for real," and just started whooping his ass for real. Almost snapped his arm or snapped his leg. I don't remember which one it was, but you could see he talks to him twice in the ring, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Let's get back on the same page here. And as soon as dude didn't want to sell anymore, he's like, "All right, cool. Then I'll make you sell."
If you can watch that match with Bill Burr's commentary.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'm putting that in the notes for sure.
I forget what his commentary, but it's his little he does a little chatter podcast bit about it from years ago.
Oh, I think I've heard that. He doesn't actually commentate it. He just talks about it.
Yeah, and then I think
I've heard that.
Take it out with the match.
Bill Burr is I love that dude. That dude's fucking hilarious to me. But anyways, so yes, RIP without question.
There he is again.
One more time.
So is he blue or is he red, man? What's the deal, man? In this country,
Both.
you got to pick a color. No.
When you're that great, it doesn't matter. Color doesn't matter.
Blue,
Just
red,
great.
the chin stays constant.
It does, man. That dude make Jay Leno's chin look like shit. For real. It's firm.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, we had a lot of drama and
What did Finky do now?
AEW.
Man, I
today.
took incredible notes for this week. Like I'm ready to go. Let's
First off,
Hours of Photoshop.
yet again, Tony Khan cannot do an interview without mentioning WWE. And it's just like they real quick. That's WWE 2K22 in the background. So that's a video game. That's not actual.
Mm-hmm.
That's just random video game wrestling. So they can it's it's streaming technically. But anyway, he was talking about it was something we've talked about how AEW doesn't do like the long stories, how they kind of just throw stuff together or random matches or things like that. And he was saying how it's not like how they do it over there in WWE or something like that. We still do good matches and good booking and things like that. And I'm just like, you can't even go and interview without bringing up WWE. And WWE just doesn't care about anything that you're doing for the most part, because they rarely will talk about you guys. Like, and if they do, it's few and far between when major things happen that you honestly do need to be called out for, because yet again you're constantly having these backstage issues, but your main focus is WWE. Like, your focus should be every Wednesday. What did they say? Every Wednesday is acclaimed every Wednesday. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
You need to worry about acclaimed every Wednesday, not all of that's what you need to focus on. You're too busy worried about what WWE is doing. That's Happy National Scissoring Day, everybody. But you're too worried about
come on, give it to me.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, let me. There you go. Real quick. Also, no, I feel you, but yeah, that's just too. I don't even know who's wrestling. Be careful with those now. We don't need no.
Those are the kid scissors.
Facebook user. There we go. That's right.
Yeah, those are kid scissors.
But
that guy's message.
like. What do you guys think about this situation? Because yet again, we have a backstage fight with Sammy Guevara and Andrade.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been kind of going back and forth on Twitter.
Like a bunch of real girls.
At first, when this broke yesterday,
Yeah,
I think, and at first I was like, "This is just Twitter booking. That's what they're doing. They're getting a little beef going in real life, as it would be, and they're gonna bring that shit, and they, they'll have a little heat in the ring or something." Nope, that was apparently as real as
it was. And again, it's Sammy Guevara at the base of it too. Like, I don't know what it is about him, but he is yet again in another bit of controversy.
Yeah, he went from grateful for his spot to feeling like it is guaranteed
Like,
to be his,
right.
without question. I'm not 100% sure where this. I mean, personally, I will say I will take Sammy over Andrade, at least in AEW. The way that Andrade is being booked, showing up a couple times a week to talk to people whose boss it is. I mean, and he needs someone to talk for him. Like, it's hard. You can see even like on Friday night when it was Private Party and Butcher and Blade, or maybe it was last Wednesday, I'm not sure. But you know, and he's supposed to be talking to him. You can see the, I don't want to say irritation, but today, Junior, you know, and all four of their faces, like, we're just standing here waiting for this dude to get these 16 words out that we need to get. And no hate on anybody, you know, I know it's a second language and everything for him, but, you know, I think a mouthpiece would be fantastic for Andrade, whoever it may be. I don't think his dude is that great, but
yeah. But yeah, it's just like, this is honestly putting a sour taste in my mouth with AEW because I'm tired. I just noticed the scissors right there. I'm tired of
Sammy.
No, just all of this backstage crap. Like, they need somebody like Undertaker who, you know, who wasn't afraid to sit you down and be like, look, you need to cut that shit out.
The closest they got to really a heart.
Look.
Oh shit, you got me on that one.
They
don't
have anybody in AEW that can.
It's gonna be. I mean, it'd have to be like a Jericho or a Mox with like Brian Cage or fucking Wardlow standing next to him, type of thing. You know? Winner take all type situation. I mean, I think they have that leadership, that person. But Undertaker, not only being that person that had been there so long, was always the, you know, the flag bearer for the company, but he also was bigger and was down to actually, you know, throw the fuck down with whoever, whenever.
I think they use the same table that they use with Julia Hart on AEW right now.
That's Jericho. Right. We're going like 15 minutes over this week.
Yeah, they are. So I've been going back and forth. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Rigo would be good for that.
Except he's too old.
He would, but yeah, it still would. Like, we need somebody younger. And then if Tony Khan would have actually took Ric Flair up when he said he could manage somebody in AEW, it would have been perfect.
Who's scared of Ric Flair right now?
No, I mean perfect for Andrade.
Oh, yes.
Like to be his mouthpiece. Gotcha. He would have been perfect. Like, you know, the family, it would have been perfect. But Tony Khan half the time doesn't make the right decisions, you know. He makes, it looks like, I don't want to say he makes more bad than good, but he makes a lot of bad ones.
It's not
the
even
fact that he isn't saying anything to these people when it, like, before it happens, like, you see that there's conflict brewing. Where is your, you know, conflict management or trying to your de-escalation before something goes wrong? Because it's too many cases of people stepping on Tony Khan. Tony Khan, you need to man up. Like, that's what it is.
Go ahead, first.
The inmates are running the asylum.
That's the
hands
thing.
down.
So even
Our favorite tennis racket man said it.
Oh, I love me some Cornette. But same thing as you need a, you know, an Undertaker type leader of the locker room. You got Vince McMahon is willing to go fucking toe to toe physically with anybody that he has to. He is a dude, like that's him. He is an alpha. Tony Khan is not a fucking alpha. I don't even know that he's a beta.
No,
he's
like, so when you're dealing with this,
Tony Khan is a pleaser.
Yeah, and when you're dealing with this much testosterone and you've got 40 alphas, like you need a handful or at least a couple, you know, wrestler and a boss. You need alphas running the motherfucker. Is my thought. And you've got Tony Khan, all 5'4", you know, $120 soaking wet. What wrestler is, when he says, you know, no, but still gives you the microphone?
You have Chris Jericho. Let him be a locker room, like, Jericho. Step up, dude. I know you doing your thing back there, but Sammy Guevara is your boy. You come on, like, you've been in the business long enough to know to, you know, help to distance him from that. Like, guide these young guys. I mean, I know you're doing it, but step it up. Daniel Bryan, John Moxley, like, especially you say this is your house. I know you're doing stuff, but you can probably do more. Something has to give.
Booker had
Taz, Tony Schiavone. Hell, I even take him. Man.
Calm down. We're talking about alphas here. I said you bring up Tony Schiavone like he's gonna take his hand out of his sport.
He's the only Tony that matters, okay? He's the quiet one. Those are the ones you got to watch out for, okay? Got to watch out for the quiet ones.
Where's Adam Cole in all this? Just playing his Switch in the corner, minding his own business.
He playing this right here. That's what he playing. He's just up in there. I'm over here on Elden Ring. I'm gonna need y'all to chill out.
His girlfriend's talking shit about everybody in the female roster. All of his coworkers are beating the shit out of each other.
Where's the beef in the female? Like, there's no beef there. You realize that? As much as they're not on TV, there's no beef. There's no backstage instances with the women in AEW.
Maybe
that them be the locker room leaders. Willow Nightingale, Jamie Hayter. Y'all need to walk into the men's locker room and start slapping people. Jade, just walk in there, just start. Y'all need to chill out, act right.
More than 9 minutes a week of TV.
Right, and just if because y'all women is holding it down in AEW. There's no controversy when it comes to the women of AEW. Aside from the fact that they don't get a lot of TV time. Outside of that, there's no controversy with the women.
And Thunder Rosa's title run was kind of controversial.
Who?
Thunder Rosa.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, that was, had to do with the bit. It wasn't anything, like, overly major, but that was one. We've named one. How many have involved the men? It seems like there's just too many egos trying to be, the it guy in AEW. And it's like, y'all something's got to give because this is getting too ridiculous. In less than like 2-3 months, we've had the CM Punk issue, and now we have the Andrade and Sammy issue. And I see why now Andrade got sent home because he had a match too tonight. And why Sammy Guevara didn't, because Sammy was in the main event. That's right.
My title stands true for that.
Probably.
Or Jericho, like he was saying before, because Sammy's Chris's dude, and I don't think that anybody has more fucking pull or stroke in that company probably than Jericho does. Jericho says he stays. I mean, that's just me thinking, but I mean, maybe we should let Seth give an opinion on something. I mean, I think he said like 2 words, maybe 3. Where you at over there? You just playing games on your phone?
Like I said, I'm just drinking it in, man.
We officially welcome Seth back?
Just now catching back up,
right?
Stuff.
All right.
Seth is officially back.
Hold the confetti. I know you got it.
We've also added a 4th to the mix where he is official.
It's official.
So is there a name you want to go by, or you want to just go by your real name, or
we can call him Sammy Guevara has dirt on Tony. It's kind of a long name though.
Yeah, so
it's gonna hold true on a monthly basis at this point, so
it seems like it, but yeah, I mean, Jason, Ferris, what do you prefer?
Probably Ferris.
All right, Ferris it is.
All right, Ferris. Yeah, so it is the 4 of us. Oh, hold on, it went away.
And 5 if you count the commentator.
Oh.
But
our number 1 fan.
Now, let's step away from AEW for a bit.
Thank God.
This weekend we have Extreme Rules, and I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited for Extreme Rules. This is probably
extremely excited.
Yes, extremely. And there's so many good matches that I think is on the card, but the one, oops, I didn't mean to. Now the one that I'm excited for a few of them, but the one that like maybe it's just because I'm a super Bailey fanboy, but
There she is.
I am excited for this match because I believe it was at Extreme Rules a few years ago when they had a match and she got a KOD on the ladder that injured her knee.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of Bailey's redemption arc. And I love me some Bianca Belair, but I just
With the ladder match, no less.
yeah, I'm just a huge fan of Bailey because ever since I first started watching her in NXT and watching her struggles through the main roster and then her reinventing herself and then successfully getting over again, prior to the injury, because her and Sasha was holding it down during the pandemic era, during the Thunderdome era. I think she was around in the Thunderdome era. I can't remember.
They were holding all the titles at that point.
Yeah, Bloodline. No, they were the Bloodline first.
Facts.
But like she. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm ready. I know this is going to be a good match. I don't think match of the night. It could be, but I honestly think match of the night is going to fall between two different teams.
Riddle
Or two different I say matches. I mean not teams but matches. This is one of them. This has the potential to be match of the night.
I don't think it's potential, man. I feel extraordinarily confident that this is going to be the match tonight. You were talking earlier about AEW's inability to tell a long-term story. This is that shit right the fuck there. They've been building this shit for a hot minute to get to a badass match. Like I don't even know this is the main event or what's the actual main event is, but this should be it. Everybody that's paying it, this is the reason I'm watching on Saturday, without question.
AEW, when you have two workers that are pissed at each other, this is how you book it in the end.
Yes. I think the other match that has potential, because we all know at Clash of the Castle, that to me that was the match of the night.
You can still see the marks on their chest from that fucking match in this picture. Jesus.
Sheamus and Gunther, part 3 technically, because we're getting part 2 on SmackDown. But I think this one has potential as well because Ridge definitely grew on me because I was like, what can he do? But ever since they paired him with Pete Dunne or Butch, he's definitely grown on me, and I think this has the potential to be an extremely good match.
There it is.
On purpose, pun intended. But I think those two kind of have the potential to be, either match or matches of the night.
Should we? I mean, we're on Extreme Rules. Should we go through and give our thoughts, our picks, or something like that?
Yeah. So since this one is up,
I'll be the keeper of the record, so I can bust balls next week.
All right. So who do we have for this one?
See, I think the one little tiny curveball is by the time Extreme Rules comes, that belt is going to be on Sheamus.
That's what I think too.
I believe Sheamus is going to get that belt on SmackDown. Because, I mean, I thought he should have gotten the Clash of Castle. The fact that they drew it out, that sounds like old Vince McMahon type shit. I was reading some shit from Seth Rollins where him and The Fiend, Wyndham wanted to take Seth out, just squash him in that first match that they had with The Fiend and Seth Rollins. And Vince was like, nope, can't do it. We got to make it go longer. And that's what this type of shit felt like. Man, give Sheamus the belt at home or close to home. So I think Sheamus is going to have the belt, but I think Imperium's going to win personally.
Yeah, I think I'm torn between this one because Sheamus does a good job on either being a face or a heel. But I also think this is good for all of the other newcomers because all but Sheamus, are new to WWE and have, or at least to the main roster, have been there, for less than a year. And they've all put on great matches. I know Butch was a little shaky at first because of the name change, but that definitely picked up once Triple H took over and gave him his regular attire and kind of a mixture of the Butch and Pete Dunne personality. Like, I really like that. So this one, it's tough.
So your answer is I don't fucking know? Is that what
I don't know?
Yeah, man. Way to really pick a side there.
This is one of those ones where I can't because
it's a pick 'em. It's not talk about how good of a match it's going to be.
Look, I just can't on this one. I'm sorry. What about you guys?
We're the ones that's going to chant USA during the match.
Right. There's nobody in here from the United States.
Oh shit, Ferris.
And I didn't even pick up on that.
USA, and we do that shit too, fucking Americans.
But Seth, Ferris, what do you guys got on this one?
I got Imperium.
Okay.
Any thought behind it, or just
no thought behind it?
Right.
I didn't see. I didn't see Clash of the Castle. I heard that Sheamus and Gunther had a good match, but I don't know why these guys are feuding. So
I think one of them lost a nipple. Like they were fucking chopping.
They just got smacked right off into the audience. Somebody has it hanging up on their wall right now.
Something hit him in the eye. Picked it up.
Sheamus is so white. You shine light on him. It's not like you're gonna see his nipple anyway.
I like how they darken him up in photos, though. That's funny to me. Like give him a little bit of
the wife beater, man.
He's definitely the color of his wife beater. He's definitely the color of that wife beater.
All right, so let's go on to this next one here.
Hold on, wait, go ahead. No, you ain't got to go back. I just remember randomly watching WrestleMania 26, and it was Sheamus versus Triple H, and Sheamus came out first, and then Triple H comes out, and I think it was Cole, and he was like, Sheamus's entrance pales in comparison to Triple H, and he's like, no pun intended. I just always remember that. That's little things.
Now, before we talk about this one. Do we think Demon Finn Balor is going to show up?
That would be awesome.
It seems
or do you think he should?
It seems like he should have been Demon Finn Balor for most of this shit. Like that character seems like it fits right into the Judgment Day shtick, as it were. And I think no. I'm going to vote no that he shows up because he hasn't shown up yet. And then I think Edge is going to do something. I don't know. I guess he already came back as Brood Edge at one time, so I don't know if he's going to stop and do a 5-second pose or something.
Right, like the only way he can go is to have Christian show up and they just 5-second pose and then Christian dips. Like that's the only thing they can do.
Mick Foley's still in the fold, and they got a great relationship with each other, so they could come out and do some goofy dumb shit. But
screw it, just bring back Lita, bring back the Rated R Superstar for one night,
and Matt Hardy, or no?
There's no live sex celebration though. Not that.
I mean, it's not like Matt Hardy can remember anything that happened in the previous several years anyway. So
here's what I think is going to happen. Because I just want to point something out.
Back to
background. Okay. Look at the background.
What are you pointing out?
Look at the background.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh. Fucking with the graphics.
But if this is the match, if it is Bray Wyatt, if he is the White Rabbit,
I suppose we are still waiting to find out.
Because this is the only graphic that's different. I know it's supposed to be a mixture of Edge's and Judgment Day's colors, but I'm getting Bray Wyatt family, Fiend vibes from it. I'm just saying, that's a possibility.
Same background.
This is just a theory, a wrestling theory,
like an Austin theory.
No, we don't talk about Austin theory, but
H-Town down.
I think Edge Edge has to win this one because it's like
I disagree.
I don't know if he will, but I think he has to because Judgment Day, regardless, they're going to be, that it faction, right? Or one of the it factions right now.
I got a feeling we're going to get some shenanigans with Dominic and Ray. That's going to probably force Edge's hand into saying I quit, something like that.
Yeah, because it's either that or the Judgment Day team, because somebody has to interfere to help Edge. Somebody has to, because it's essentially going to be a 4-on-1 match, 3-on-1. Dom, I don't know what Dom is going to do. He might throw a few punches.
I don't know. I hope Dom was the one that we are not including as one of the four because he just think good fucking bye. But
the three I'm talking about is Rhea, Damian, and Finn. I think Finn is going to win. I think Edge should, but I think Finn is going to win.
I think Edge came back for the same purpose that Punk said he came back for, and that Christian seems to be coming back for, is to actually like help and put some motherfuckers over. Not that Finn needs to get put over per se, but like I think that I don't know that he didn't come back to try to win a title or anything like that. So, but if this helps put that faction on the map even more, or Finn Balor comes out with some different character, whatever it may be, I think that's what Edge is about at this point, and that's why I give the W to Finn, with or without interference.
It's funny because in that little Royal Rumble that was playing, Rey Mysterio just won. As we're talking about his son.
There you go, little fella.
But I just have to say that I love the fact that Finn Balor is finally getting the big push that he's deserved for a long time on the main roster.
And he's not getting injured in the process like he's done in the past, so good for him.
I mean, he sells that coup de grace like a bastard too. I'm aware it's coup de grace, but
Yeah. Like I am all for everything that they're doing with Finn Balor right now. And I think pairing him with Judgment Day was perfect. All right, let's move on to the next one. Or do you guys have a?
We got coup de grace. Great job.
Coup de grace and AD. Y'all got anything on this one?
I got Finn.
As far as who's gonna win? Okay,
Finn.
All right.
Yeah, I got
Finn. 4-way Finn.
Yeah.
Finn with Finn again. Yep.
4 for Finn. All right.
Again for the win again.
Let's.
Are you trying to touch his beard? What are you doing there, man?
Oh, hold on, wait. There we go. Yeah, there you go. I got it. There. All right. Here we go. Where is it?
There we go.
McIntyre all night long. McIntyre's it'll be a good match, but I think McIntyre's gonna win handily.
I don't know. You got to keep things interesting with Cross because I still think he's bland as fuck.
Hold on.
They made a comment about this on Friday, I think it was.
This one is different too.
Yeah, I think they're all kind of a little.
They all got the same background. It's just different colors.
But why is it a lantern and fireflies?
In the Edge one, it looks like a flaming garbage can.
It totally looks like a flaming garbage can.
Yeah.
Barbed wire wrap.
Garbage can.
It is here too.
But half of the idea for McIntyre is they mentioned on Friday, like he's kind of the gatekeeper, as it were, at least for SmackDown, as far as being like number one contender type. And I don't believe Cross to be there, so like I believe that. So that's my reasoning in the math behind. They can't let McIntyre lose at this point, at least not to him.
Yeah. But I think that even if he loses, Karrion Kross is still going to look good in the end.
Yeah, I'm not calling for a squash.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This. I think this has the potential not to be match of the night, but still a good match.
Could even be hard hitting, surprisingly.
Dude, you tried to pick 3 different matches for match of the night, and then
I'm just saying this one's going to be a good match.
Sounding real fanboy.
There's nobody in this picture that I'm a fan like, not like Bailey.
Not a fan of Scarlett?
You like teeth? Big fan of teeth, eh? Big Bailey fan? Sorry. That was a low blow. It was completely unnecessary. I don't know why I took it.
Scarlett hasn't done anything to warrant me true liking her. No offense to her, but it is what it is. Who y'all got?
Match of the night.
Match of the night for sure, without question.
Cry.
I think that like Riddle's gonna break his face a little bit, like in real life. I don't know if he's gonna fucking break his nose, break a socket accidentally, but I think he's gonna get a handful of curb stomps in or whatever it is that he calls that thing. It looks like a curb stomp.
Yeah,
and like
the one that Britt Baker does now.
Yeah, I mean she's got some chicks over there selling the shit out of that move too.
Oh, yeah,
holy cats! But yeah, I mean I'm a 420 bro, so I'm Riddle for life at this point.
I got the RK Bro hat somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I bought one at one of the last WWE shows that I went to. It don't fit because my head too big, but still.
Oh, big head.
I'm probably gonna go with Riddle as well for that same reason. Buying that shirt, by the way, soon. I'm buying that shirt.
Oh, the 420, bro.
And it's purple.
I love purple.
Now this is going to be. Now I want to know what Seth Rollins is going to wear, because he's one of those people where, I look forward to their, just like Bianca Belair, I look forward to their pay-per-view attire, because it's always something that in Seth Rollins' case, like they've really been kind of.
He's just been a troll.
Yeah, because like when Cody Rhodes, it was the polka dots. When he was in England, it was Elton John, and I'm just like, okay, that's dope. And with Bianca, it's what is she going to make next? It's not that if it's the most over the top, but since she makes her own ring gear, it's what is she going to make next?
Well, it has to be something. Considering he's feuding with Riddle, it has to be something pertaining a divorce. So he's got Tampa Bay Buccaneers colors with a Tom Brady jersey on.
How messed up would it be if he kind of went Rick Rude on him, but just on the sides, have his kids' faces on the side of his...
You definitely don't want to go full Rick Rude.
No, but if he had the faces on the sides, or even what if it was his... Look, how much that they won't do that because that would get so much heat.
I don't know.
But at the same time, that is a very Seth Rollins move. Or even if it's a T-shirt with his kids, something on him where it has his kids on it.
Yeah,
cash check from child support, some shit like that on a shirt.
Right, like it has to be something. All right, Bailey,
your girl.
Bailey.
Bianca.
I got Bianca all night long. Man, we were talking about the stuff that
I know Bianca's going to win more than likely, but
I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised in any way if Bailey wins. I mean, that's a suitable loss. That's an acceptable loss for Bianca to lose the strap for sure.
Yeah,
but
most definitely.
You were talking about how she makes her own ring attire. I like. She had the blue number on when she was on SmackDown. Then she had the red on for Raw. I'm looking forward to the neon green and purple shit she's going to have on Saturday.
Yeah, she never wears the same wrestling gear.
She is the bestest dressed.
Same.
We'll add that one to the EST list. Bestest.
She can have her own museum when she retires of all of her ring gear. Because she would have enough to fill up a whole building. Like, and she kind of did come out of nowhere because she didn't get that one title in NXT. But I always knew, like, after I watched her wrestle once in NXT, and I was like, she's going to be, on the top in WWE at some point. I knew that from one match, and I was right. Because she's been killing it this past 2 years. She really has. So props to her for that, but I'm still picking Bailey.
Bailey, who y'all got?
Bailey.
Yeah.
2-2.
What'd you say, Seth? Bianca?
Yeah, I don't really care for Bayley.
Yeah. I'm gonna shave my head in solidarity, man.
Now, this next match, I give two shits about. I really don't.
This is gonna be the match of the night.
The other match of
This
the
is
night?
going to be the match where you go use the bathroom.
The 5th match of the night.
I mean, that should be something to watch.
Be taking the dump of the night during that match.
Yeah, that's when you go to the bathroom because they're both great, but I'm just not into the storyline. I'm just not. It's like
it's unbelievable. It's not unbelievable. It's not.
Rhonda Ray calling Liv for the entire match, so that's a possible plus.
This match could possibly only be like 30 seconds.
She's been feuding with her the entire time since she won the title.
Pretty much.
That's crazy. God damn.
Even though she's been fighting other people, but like I have to say though, they had an impressive moment on Monday Night Raw. Friday Night SmackDown. I don't know how they planned. I mean, it wasn't planned out, but I don't know how they did this. But Liv would come down to the ring with a bat to, beat up Rhonda. And Rhonda did something where she flipped Liv Morgan over her on the side by the ring. And when she flipped her, the bat, it bounced and flipped off the ground up into the ring. I don't know how that. It was just one of those things, but I was like, okay. And then if you watch, like, you could see them kind of pause for a second, like, where'd he go? And then they looked in the ring, and that's when they're like, oh, it's in the ring. Now we got to try to dive into the ring to get it. But outside of that, that's probably the most entertaining moment of the feud for me. Is that right there?
I like that. Not like, but it's funny to me because everyone's like this isn't believable. Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey is not a believable fucking match. So they've been having Liv go on a little tear lately of jumping off of tables and getting extreme, jumping off tables, jumping through tables and smashing people up with bats. They're like, nope, she's still. I mean, she looks like a sweetheart. Like there's nothing imposing.
Right. It's just because of how she's built. It's like. She doesn't look menacing. She doesn't. I mean, she's championship material, but she doesn't look like she could be in a feud with Ronda Rousey.
I will say I think this match has a little bit of hope. I was noticing in that Ronda match on what Friday was, she's gotten way better at selling. She took a couple of bumps, and I was like I actually believe that. That was not bad. So maybe somebody's been working with her a little bit so that Liv will look a little better. Maybe that'll help him along. I don't know, but I think somehow Morgan holds on to the belt. Just that's my take on.
I still don't want Ronda to be champion.
Nobody wants Ronda to be champion anymore.
It's.
But do they want Liv to still be champion? That's the question.
Who are you going to give it to? Natalia?
Sure.
Something.
Give it to any one of the new people
with the
that's come up. Y'all need to do something with Xia.
Give it to Raquel,
Xia Li. I'm glad they gave Shotzi her tank back. I'd even pick Shotzi over Ronda. It's just,
that tank needs a linear moment like Rusev had with his tank.
But this time they gave it fireworks, and that's dope. Because before it was like the little football thing that shot out, like the little Nerf ball.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's kind of like the DX rocket or whatever that they had, where she hit the button and then
what about the China
fireworks shot out?
What about the China?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking. Like, I love this version of Shotzi. That was the reason why, because her gimmick was so different. When they took it away, they made her like everybody else. But the fact that she had that tank, I was like, okay, I like that. It's different, and it fits her personality. Her not having that tank made her boring because it was like, how do you look different, but you're exactly the same as everybody else? Like, it has to match that. And that's what she needed, because when she had that tank and when she was wholly unique, she was, one of the it things down in NXT, which they also went back to the black and gold, by the way. But yeah,
2.0.
no more 2.0. 2.0 is dead.
What would No Limit be without the tank, man? I mean, if you're going to start with the tank, you got to roll with the tank all the way through.
Exactly. And I think that's all the matches. Overall, I do think this has potential to be the third great premium live event in a row for WWE, which is rare. Because I don't know when the last time
the Castle great.
It was like they had some great matches, yeah. Compared to what they've done in the past,
they swapped the title at that shit before, so I don't know. Did Seth lose to the Fiend at Crown Jewel? I mean, just speaking of really good matches, there was no belts changed hands outside of that Sheamus Gunther match. I mean, it was
still better than the majority of the pay-per-views that WWE has done in the past year.
Thank you, Paul Levesque. Appreciate it.
So that's where I'm coming from with it. As far as what they've done in the past under Triple H, this has been the third great one in a row compared to what they've done in the past. They haven't had three consistently good ones in a very long time.
All right, consistently good is different than great. I can accept consistently good. That seems like a better synopsis of the situation.
Still, compared to other ones, it's greater than the last time whenever they did Extreme Rules with Seth Rollins and the Fiend, whatever that bullshit red match was. Horrible match. Horrible. I hate it. Burn it down.
How you really feel?
Yeah.
Literally.
I did there.
I did. I seen what you did there.
See,
wordplay is always appreciated by me. I love wordplay. Big fan.
But
speaking of fire, guess what today is? I actually sent a graphic just now to kind of commemorate it. Way on the bottom.
Oh, yeah, this is Kane's popped off today, didn't he?
Yep, 25th anniversary.
In 97?
Yep, Bad Blood in Your House, the Hell in a Cell match.
That's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane!
Mm-hmm.
That's my best. Who was that? Vince,
that's pretty good.
I'm sorry. This just made me realize something because Bump Kane. I hope that they make a signature series.
They did.
X belt.
Oh, Degeneration. I was like, they just dropped
I mean D-Generation X.
Yeah, that probably gets my money.
Somebody
would get my money anyways.
That one would that one would definitely. I would have to figure out a way to sell my soul for that one because it's gonna look great. Like, oh my god, I can just imagine the big old green X in the middle. Look, man, I need it.
You don't even know what it looks like yet. You already
I don't care. I need it.
Just give me the ball.
I need it. Just send it to me, Triple H. I need it. You do that, I would never watch another wrestling promotion again.
He's flying.
Liar.
No, I'm not.
He's flying.
I'm totally telling the truth. I would never watch AEW again or Warrior or any. I would never.
Just look behind him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Only.
Right, you can't even see the WWE belt. But yeah, I think that one would be a good one. That 25-year thing though, tonight I really wanted Billy Gunn to be when he was talking to Swerve. When I really wanted him to say, "Yeah, I'll fight you in that match next week, and I'm going to win. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you:
scissor me."
Exactly. But like, he did give us a little bit of DX because he said,
millions.
Yeah,
millions.
Mm-hmm. So we got a little bit of DX, but I do hope that in some way, shape, or form, they either mention him or he makes an appearance. I doubt that is going to happen because of Tony Khan being so butthurt at everything that WWE does recently, but I really hope that it happens.
Imagine being so petty that you have to hold Billy Gunn in 2022 ransom.
Right.
What a year, really?
Oh, I mean, and what's the ransom? It's like, I'll fire your kids. Like, shit, they need a job.
Right. Shoot, look, those are Billy Gunn's kids. Triple H would take them in, no problem.
Probably.
He would have no problem. Just put them down to NXT, have them fight the Creed brothers or something. Like, look, I think they do better in WWE anyway, to be honest.
I think that's the end game.
Yeah. Andrade already got 2 feet out the door, so it's just a matter of time before he's back over there because Charlotte ain't going to AEW. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm. Ric Flair might if he needs the money. I mean,
yeah,
I know he does, but if
he's got that pop money coming in now. He's got his own strand and everything. So,
and I'm pretty sure doesn't he have a new contract with WWE as like a legend contract or something?
He always
he'll blow it.
All of them always have a legend contract at this.
So point. Yeah, like I don't think Ric Flair has to worry about anything
except another divorce.
Probably.
We just have to worry about his last match.
Yeah, that's right. Just on my way. I'm glad you got it out first.
I heard you trying down there. I helped you out.
that right there was something else.
We've been missing something. We've been chatting it up pretty good this week, but we got to make sure we get in this week's moment of the week. What do y'all got for a moment of the week?
I think you should go first, man.
I mean, once again talking about AEW's piss poor storytelling skills. So they took 2 episodes to build up a little heat with Yuta and MJF. Shout out to Yuta, suddenly knows how to use a microphone. I mean, he's no Maxwell Jacob Friedman, but he's better than Jungle Boy at this fucking point. So
the best in the world.
I mean, I don't know where that really puts you because that's really tops and bottom. Yeah. But that match that MJF and Yuta put on tonight actually. Fantastic. Reversals, power. I mean, just like perfect old school heel wrestling by MJF. Simple shit like, Yuta's at the top. Slow roll out to the corner. Can't get your move. Just perfect old school heel wrestling. The way MJF wrestles like a heel reminds me of the way FTR wrestles like old school tag team wrestling. Yeah, like the simple shit. You don't need to get all dumb about this. You can catch simple heat. And I mean, not to say that there wasn't some great technical shit in there. They reversed that. How many times that referee's hand had to be fucking numb with all those reversals that they were doing?
And I think isn't that like an MJF staple almost? Because he did that with Darby Allin too.
But I was just going to say, Darby Allin did it later on. The same shit with Lethal had that same pin off, as it were. But they did different moves. That was they started doing it. I was like, come on, y'all. That was 2 matches ago. But they were at least doing their reverses differently than they were. But that's my moment of the week. MJF, always. He's better than you. You know it. Just enjoy it.
I had something else, but after tonight, it was that the National Scissoring Day ceremony. Like, it was...
Whoa. Careful there, Seth.
It was too good. Like everything about it was great, and it was really weird because it felt like there was a moment where he was talking about how Washington won the Super Bowl or something 50 years, however long ago, and I feel like there was some boos in the audience. But then when he said my dad was on that team and won with that team, they were like, "Yeah!" I was like, "Y'all, look, y'all almost turned on him. Y'all just had to wait a little longer." And
I googled that shit to see if it was real too, and it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. His dad played for the Jets and the Skins and somebody else too. Yeah.
But yeah, like that whole segment was just, it was beautiful. Like I loved. Very sports entertainment, but I loved every minute of it. So that's my moment of the week, just because everyone loves the Acclaim.
You want to point out we got 3 moment of the weeks, 2 of his same tag team.
And look, that says something.
I know, I get it, man. You're an Acclaim mark. It's cool. I'm just
hand all day, every day. And if you're not down with that. I got 2 words.
Me, Daddy.
That's 3 words. Got 3 words for it.
We preemptively say
Daddy ass.
it's going to be your match of the
4
week.
words.
All right, Ferris, what do you got?
I kind of agree with the Yuta MJF match. I mean, I like the scissoring day, whatever bit, but I kind of felt like it went a little too long for my taste.
Yeah, it was like the Soraya fucking promo from last week. Just a little long. Soraya, sorry.
It was still better.
It was better. I'm not arguing better, but it was that same sort of feel. Like this is going a little long.
Now it's AEW and doctors, and we all know how they feel about those. So of course he's going to get in the ring.
Right.
R.I.P. Soraya.
He's injured again. I'm looking at you, Tony Khan. Because like I said, Shivani is the only one we care about. Storm is all right. I feel like there's another Tony somewhere in AEW, though. You got to have 4.
Tony Storm.
Yeah, he already said that
Tony
one.
Shivani, Tony Khan.
Tony Danza? We're going to have an extravaganza.
I wish. They're missing an opportunity on that one.
The extravaganza. Sorry.
Seth, you got anything?
Oh, so we're just going to...
I really saw this week anyway, so...
All right. I mean, when you pick
I think the real moment of the week though is your return. Best return of the year. Seth's return is the best return in the wrestling industry this year.
Moment of the week. Back from training.
Dang.
4 dudes. I like it.
4 dudes.
4.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got it. Way to go.
This would be our new logo. Something to do with scissors.
Everybody.
Right? Something to do with scissors.
Just the 4 of
4
us.
hands scissoring each other.
Bipartisan scissoring.
You gotta make sure you get it in a way where you can see all the fingers. But yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just hit. But yeah.
Start doing like our own White Rabbit thing where we'll just have like a random bit of scissors in one of our backgrounds every episode.
I did want to ask that though. If they are more than, I think they said it's been said they're going to reveal it. What match do you think that's going to pop up in?
Oh, it's going to be at Extreme Rules, that you're saying?
Yeah.
The Balor match. If it
they're going to bail out the Rhonda Liv match.
Bray Wyatt is going to come in there and Sister Abigail everybody.
Yeah, for real. All of a sudden, Alexa's going to pop out and it'll be fantastic. Oh, shit. I mean, but I don't know. I'll leave that to professionals.
I like the idea of Wyatt being backstage at every event, just like on standby for just something extremely shitty.
All right.
And you to be
now
here.
Trips? No. Okay, not yet. Okay. Now? No? Okay. Just waiting in the wings. But whatever it is, I feel like if and when he does return to the WWE, that's going to be one of the biggest things to happen for WWE in a while, because that everybody they just want him back in wrestling. They don't even care if it's in WWE. They just want to see him back. And I think this may have been, I guess, I don't know if he waited it out for Triple H, like to eventually have Triple H take over, but it seems like a lot of those people was like that was their blessing in disguise, was the fact that Vince McMahon was a dirty old man. They got their careers back. So we'll see though. I still think this Extreme Rules is definitely going to be probably the best Extreme Rules that they've done ever.
Well, it's got 6 matches of the night, so it's got to be good.
And some of the matches are so good you can't even pick who's going to win them.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if they do have 5 matches of the night.
5 5-star matches.
This one, that's a 2.5 right there. That's going to be
when Bray Wyatt comes out and fucking just stomps both these broads and then just takes shit over, man. That'd be fantastic.
It's our new Meltzer scale. This one gets 3 out of 5 matches of the night.
Right, right. That's the new scale. That's how we're going to rate pay-per-views.
How many matches of the night?
Yep.
5 matches, but gets 6 matches of the night rating.
Yep.
Yeah.
However many matches of the night our rating is going to be based on how many matches were good. If it was a good pay-per-view, nobody else take it. This is ours. Writing it down. We're gonna mail it to ourselves. Don't touch it.
Cool. Good job. You get that shit written down. Just put all our names in there. Take a picture quick. We're just talking about it right here.
It's recorded here. So if anybody tries to take, they'll be like, well, we did it for nah. But folks, that was it. Episode 14. Glad to have you back, Seth.
Scissors?
Appreciate it. It's good to be back.
Come on, there it is.
There it is.
Figure it out.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, there we go. Nope, I don't know what's back here. There you go. Yeah.
Stop, this hurts. It hurts.
All right, folks. Catch y'all next week.
Deuces.